Good afternoon, welcome to our Midday News. My name is Elizabeth. The headlines. CHILUFYA TAYALI declares UPND administration a disaster. GARRY NKOMBO cautions bus and taxi drivers against careless car parking.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the ministry.
It has so much data.
Mom?
Yes, baby?
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
On Monday, 11th March 2022, on National Matters, join Pastor Moses Chiluba as he hosts Dr. Chishimba Kambwili, PF presidential aspiring candidate.
You can't do this in public with Shomi. This is not right. No, but this is not right. Even when he was on the cross, feeling the pain, he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they not know what they do." Equally, I'm a Christian, and that's my life. Where I come from, they say, "Nalikwevele tabulapo, nalikwevele tabulapo." Elo kabiri wa kweve mfwa ya kwa nopo mutanji. But sometimes I'm misunderstood.
Don't miss as they discuss the state of the nation.
Invite others to participate through phoning on Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, and text messages. Make a date with us. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Thank you for staying with us, and now the news in detail. The government of the Republic of Zambia has signed a 7 memorandum of understanding with the Republic of Rwanda meant to unlock economic opportunities. The 7 instrument covers fisheries and livestock, agriculture, healthy, trade and investment, revenue authorities, development, agencies and immigration matters.
And the first agreement which is going to be signed is the understanding between the two countries, and this will be in the area of the Revenue Authority, and the Rwanda Revenue Authority will be signed regarding the mutual administrative assistance between the two countries. We have the legal counsel to bring those documents. And just to give an illustration of what these are all about, the MOU seeks to enhance cooperation through the proper implementation of legal provisions regarding prohibition, restriction, and control of importation and exploration of goods. The aim is to derive maximum mutual benefits as controversial of tax laws has proven to be detrimental to the economic, physical, social, health, and cultural interests. May I now ask the two ministers to sign the documents. The second one is the memorandum of understanding between the two countries, and this is an area of trade and investment cooperation.
Minister of Local Government and Rural Development GARRY NKOMBO has warned bus and taxi drivers who are in a habit of parking at designated places around the country of the full wrath of the law. Addressing the media Monday, Mr. NKOMBO adds that the ministry also noted with displeasure the increased number of illegal liquor sellers in Lusaka's central business district, stating that those should immediately move from the streets.
The United Party for National Development UPND has come strong on restoring sanity to central business districts CBDs of various towns and cities a commitment which has been shown by the constant sending away of street vendors from the streets. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development has now issued a warning to bus and taxi drivers who have been parking in undesignated places such as roads. Addressing the media Monday, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Mr. GARRY NKOMBO says the move is not political, but that it is simply aimed at restoring sanity. In this vein, Mr. NKOMBO says his ministry will on Tuesday, 5th April 2022, conduct an assessment on the situation of buses and taxis in Lusaka CBD.
The above can never continue unabated. I therefore would like to direct all local authorities working with relevant stakeholders. In this case, the Zambia police are here, the RATS are here, the bus drivers themselves, the bus operators, the owners of taxis, to ensure that there's complete compliance to the law. This is the very final discussion of this nature, and as from tomorrow, starting tomorrow, I myself, together with my colleagues in RATSA, in Zambia Police, will be in the CBD. To be specific, we will be in Freedom, starting from 7 o'clock in the morning, or maybe even earlier, to make sure that maybe some who may have missed this news item may want to conduct themselves as business as usual.
Speaking at the same event, Minister of Transport and Logistics Mr. Frank TAYALI has called on police officers to intensify patrols around CBDs.
Going forward, we shall not allow any public service vehicle to cause obstruction on the road by way of loading or offloading passengers on undesignated bus stations. This implies that no vehicle, be it private or public service vehicles, will be allowed to load or offload on or off the road within the CBD. Thus, all roads such as Cairo, Chachacha and Freedom Way, among others, are not to be used for loading and offloading of passengers.
Road Transport and Safety Agency RATSA Director and CEO Mr. Gladwell Banda says perpetrators could have their road service licenses suspended. Meanwhile, Lusaka Mayor Her Worship Chilando Chitangala says the Lusaka City Council LCC is also trying to bring sanity by ensuring that mobile money booths are placed in designated places.
Minister, will start also with our organizing of booths. We want to tell the booth people that we're not chasing them as to stop for business, but organizing them, that we take them to places where facilities are nearby and also where they can trade properly and not obstructing people that are driving. Bus and taxi driver unions have been advised to ensure that their members comply to lay down regulations if to avoid being found on the wrong side of the law. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Economic and Equality Party President CHILUFYA TAYALI says the Zambian economy has collapsed in the 7 months the United Party for National Development has been in office. Speaking at a media briefing Monday, Mr. TAYALI has described the UPND administration as disastrous and that the President Hakainde Hichilema must apologize to the Zambian people for making things worse than he found them.
The 7 months of the United Party for National Development administration has come under attack from various stakeholders. Thursday, 31st March 2022, the Zambia Statistics Agency announced that the country's inflation rate had slowed down to 13.1% in the month of March 2022 due to the reduction in the annual food inflation rate.
Overall, annual inflation slowed down to 13.1% in March 2021 from 14.2% in February 2021.
Monday, 4th April 2022, Economic and Equity Party President CHILUFYA TAYALI, also known as the private lawyer, addressed the media and has disputed the assertions by Zamstat that the reduction in the inflation rate was due to the reduction in the price of food, but that it is due to the fact that people have no money and are failing to meet their basic needs.
Look at the explanations that they are giving. It is not always good when the inflation goes down. Sometimes inflation go down because people have no money. Inflation is simply because the demand is higher and things start going up. The demand is higher and things start going up. When the demand, there is no demand, the demand has gone down. Even the prices of goods, they don't go up. So there is deflation and the people can't afford. Inflation has gone down because people can't afford. That is why people can't afford.
Mr. Tayali has since called the economic hardships and the UPND administration as a disaster, adding that there are no economic indicators to show that things will get better.
President Hakainde Hichilema, from my point of view, has been a disaster in trying to change the economy. And why do I say he has been a disaster? Because he has made things worse than he found them. President Hakainde Hichilema has made the economy of this country worse than he found it. And there is no any economic indicators that you can talk about that would say things are getting better. No. Number one, we can talk about the prices. The prices of commodities. The prices of commodities have just gone skyrocketing.
Mr. Tayali, among other things, touched on the fact that the private sector is being squeezed and that President Hichilema has failed to unite the country as his fight against corruption is being targeted at certain people. He says the UPND administration should instead apologize to the Zambian people for failing them and says men in uniform have been approaching him to complain over the economic hardships.
What is there for a Zambian to praise you for? What? What is there for a Zambian to praise you for? Nothing. Kwa namasoja bambo kula ilishanya. Tafia chitikapo ama soja wale ilishanya. Bale isa kuli tayari ine. Eko bale isa ejoka to complain. Mweba tufili wino. Tafili wino ndemi vechinka na landa vechinka mufu machumi bamdala wandi. Pull up your socks. Things are not okay.
Prudence Chota reporting for Camnet TV News.
About 20 casual workers of Celtech Engineering Services have staged a protest over delayed payment for 2 months. They told Camnet TV that the company is being given a 2-day ultimatum to service their areas. Until then, they will not render their services.
They call it a day and choose down as they declare enough of rendering their services without pay. These are some of Celtech Engineering Services casual workers who have staged a protest demanding for payment of 2 months arrears. They complain, accusing the company not being up to date with the payments.
Turasebeza amezi 5 months, so wanatuletera ko ndarama ya 2 months. Manje 2 months yakayeneyo watupasa ndarama 1500 mu 2 months. So madandero etotandawura manje mwezi umozi tusebezera 750 kwacha etokana chabata kansi boss tumufuna atuletere ndarama zatu yose
tusungeko watu bana naise twinatubana bao bana baenda ku masukuru ise watu bana saenda ku masukuru ungachetekera panoro nikite 3 months 4 months or 6 months kapena bazani pasako yo konkoloka ndarama ntamena bora mkutupasa 1.5
ine nikaribu randirako so chimene nifuna ni ndarama yanga ya inotani pase so apaniri sini sevenza uniform yao nino nilinayo nakamba kati mwanipa sandarama nzaburi kupasana uniform yano.
Among other issues is a lack of proper equipment for their type of job.
Dabwiza mungala bakiti magaru majombo tribe ma gloves tribe ndrama city for yokwana sote funa ndrama za swati pase yokwana amezi napanga nirana.
Meanwhile, representing the company, CHILUFYA foreman Albert Kamboi has attributed the delay to lack of financing as the company relies on government funding.
On that part, I am talking from the company CHILUFYA here, this position, and the other part is, is government. It's government. It's the one National Road Fund Agency is government. So. They may say we will be paying them next month, the other month, but they are these delayments. So we don't likely, we usually like to promise the exact date, because when you tell them we'll be paying you next week, they will come on that very date. But as long as we are together, we've told them, as long as we're together, our main aim is to do away with the arrears so that we can start moving on the same page. But come June, we will have no arrears, I'm sure.
To answer if the company provides proper equipment to its workers, this is what he had to say.
What we use day in day out, like gloves, gumboots and wetsuit. But maybe if you had met them, if you saw them, I'm tired, I'm almost tired now talking of putting on the correct PPE every time. You see them coming with a change, no, the uniform, I don't like the size and such. No, the gloves. Sometimes I do even send them off. You don't have gloves, how are you going to work such a work? So they are very equipped with the PPE. The problem is response from our workers.
But for these workers, they have vowed not to move any inch if not paid. Alex Shimba, Camnet News in Lusaka.
This brings us to the end of our midday news, but before we go, let's take a look at the headlines once again. CHILUFYA TAYALI declares the UPND administration a disaster. GARRY NKOMBO cautions bus and taxi drivers against careless car parking. Thank you for staying with us. My name is Amazing Katamanda. Good afternoon.